The shower door flew open with a bang that echoed off the tiled walls like a gunshot, steam billowing out like smoke from a crash site. There he stood, Jordan, my stepson Cody's best friend, eyes locked on me, naked and exposed under the scalding water, his chest heaving as if he'd sprinted from hell itself. "Mark," he whispered, voice cracking like thunder in the humid haze. "I can't pretend anymore. I need you." I froze, the shampoo bottle slipping from my fingers and shattering on the floor, suds swirling down the drain like my unraveling life. Water pounded my back, but all I felt was the heat of his stare stripping me bare, deeper than the spray could ever reach. In that suspended heartbeat, with Cody's laughter still echoing from the living room TV downstairs, I knew one truth. Everything I'd built, the careful walls around my heart since Sarah's death, the fragile family I'd patched together with Cody, teetered on the edge of ruin. The rain hammered the roof of our split-level house in Seattle like it was trying to drown the city, a typical November gray that seeped into your bones. I'd just gotten home from a brutal shift at the garage, grease under my nails no matter how hard I scrubbed, and all I wanted was to wash away the ache of another day pretending everything was fine. Cody was upstairs in his room, probably buried in video games with Jordan crashing over like he owned the place. Those two had been inseparable since high school. Jordan with his easy grin and that mop of blonde hair that fell just right, Cody with his quiet intensity and the shadow of loss in his eyes that mirrored my own. Sarah had been gone 3 years now, taken by that goddamn aneurysm on a Tuesday afternoon while folding laundry. One minute she was humming some indie folk tune, the next she was crumpled on the kitchen floor, and Cody, barely 17 then, had found her. We'd buried her under a sky as merciless as this one, and somehow, we'd kept going. Me, the stepdad who'd married into this mess when Cody was 12, stepping up because Sarah asked me to love her boy like my own. And I did. God, I did. But love like that leaves scars, jagged ones that itch when you're alone. The hot water was my ritual, the one place where the world couldn't touch me. I tilted my head back, letting it cascade over my face, 42 years of regrets rinsing down the drain. That's when the door exploded inward. No knock, no warning, just Jordan, wild-eyed and breathless, his flannel shirt half unbuttoned from the chaos of whatever storm had driven him in here. "Mark," he said again, the word hanging heavy, laced with something desperate and forbidden. His gaze raked over me, unapologetic, and I saw it then, the hunger, the fear, the plea. Jordan, 22 now, fresh out of community college with a tattoo peeking from his sleeve and dreams bigger than this rainy suburb. He'd always been around, crashing on our couch after late-night hangs, borrowing Cody's hoodies like they were his own skin. But this was a line crossed, a bomb detonated in the steam. "Jordan, what the hell?" I stammered, fumbling for the towel on the rack. But my hands betrayed me, slick and trembling. He didn't move, didn't look away. Instead, he stepped closer, the bathroom light catching the droplets beating on his lashes like tears he hadn't shed. "I saw you today," he said, voice low, raw, "at the garage. You were fixing that old Mustang, sleeves rolled up, laughing with old man Hargrove. And Mark, couldn't breathe. It's been like this for months. Years, maybe. Every time I'm here, pretending to watch movies with Cody, all I see is you." My heart slammed against my ribs, louder than the rain. This wasn't happening. Couldn't be. I was the adult, The anchor. The guy who fixed leaky faucets and coached Little League back when Cody still let me. Gay? Sure. I'd buried that part of me deep after Sarah. Chalked it up to youthful experiments in college that never saw daylight. But Jordan, Jesus. He was Cody's age. Practically family. The betrayal of it twisted in my gut. Sharp as a wrench. Get out, I managed. But it came out weak. Plea more than a command. He didn't. Instead, he reached out, fingers brushing my arm, electric as a live wire. The touch lingered, warm against the cooling water, and for one traitorous second, I leaned into it. His eyes, green as the evergreens outside, held mine, and in them I saw my own loneliness reflected back. Amplified, aching. Downstairs, the TV blared some action flick explosion. Cody's whoop of victory cutting through the tension like a lifeline. Jordan flinched, reality crashing back. Cody doesn't know, he whispered, stepping away as if burned. About me. About this. He gestured vaguely between us, then bolted, leaving the door swinging and me gasping for air that suddenly felt too thin. I shut off the water, the silence deafening. Wrapping the towel around my waist, I stared at my reflection, lines etched deeper around my eyes, stubble shadowing my jaw. What the fuck just happened? I dressed in jeans and a faded mariner's tee, hands shaking as I combed my wet hair. Downstairs, Cody was sprawled on the couch, controller in hand, oblivious. Dad? Jordan said he had to bounce, something about his shift at the bar. Cody glanced up, his dark curls a mess, Sarah's smile in the curve of his lips. 20 now, studying graphic design online, still navigating the grief we both carried like invisible backpacks. Yeah, I lied, forcing a grin. Kids always running hot and cold. We ordered pizza, watched the game, laughed at dumb commercials. Normal. But inside, a fault line had cracked open, and Jordan's touch echoed like an aftershock. That night, sleep evaded me. Rain pattered the window, and I replayed it, the door, the whisper, the brush of skin. By dawn, resolve hardened, I'd avoid him. Keep the peace. Protect Cody at all costs. But deep down, in the quiet hours, I wondered what it would feel like to not run. The next week blurred into routine oil changes, parent-teacher emails for Cody's program, grocery runs under perpetually drizzling skies. Jordan texted once. Sorry. Won't happen again. I deleted it without replying, but the words burned. Then came Thanksgiving, that forced family bullshit we endured for Sarah's memory. Cody invited the usual suspects, his buddy from class, Aunt Rita with her dry turkey, and of course, Jordan. He showed up late, rain-slicked and sheepish, bearing a pie from that hole-in-the-wall bakery on Pike Street. Brought dessert, he said, avoiding my eyes as he shrugged off his jacket. The living room smelled of sage and cinnamon, laughter bubbling as Rita regaled us with tales of her cruise ship escapades. I manned the grill out back, flipping drumsticks under the awning, pretending the smoke stung less than the glances Jordan stole when he thought I wasn't looking. Dinner was a minefield. Seated across from him, our knees brushed under the table once. Accidental, electric. He jerked away like I'd shocked him, color flooding his cheeks. Cody, fork midway to his mouth, shot him a weird look. You good, man? You've been fidgety as hell. Jordan forced a laugh, Too bright. Just the pie sugar crash. Bro. Hit me hard, but his eyes flicked to mine. Apologetic. Hungry. I drowned in mashed potatoes, the weight of secrets pressing down. Later, as plates cleared and Rita dozed by the fire, Cody dragged Jordan to the basement for pool. I cleaned up, the clink of dishes a metronome to my racing thoughts. When I descended for refills, they were mid-game, shirt sleeves rolled, cues cracking balls with precision. Jordan lined up a shot, body taut, and for a moment, I remembered him in the steam, vulnerable, real. Mark, you playing? Cody called, grinning. Dad's got a killer break. I waved it off. Old bones. Kid. You two finish. But as I turned, Jordan's cue slipped, the ball careening wild. He cursed under his breath, and our eyes met in the dim light, charged, unspoken. That night, after everyone left, Cody crashed early, turkey coma hitting hard. I poured a whiskey in the kitchen, staring at the backyard where leaves plastered the fence like forgotten regrets. The doorbell rang soft, insistent. Heart in my throat. I opened it to Jordan, soaked again. No jacket, breath fogging the glass. Can't stay away, he admitted, stepping inside without invitation. Water pooled at his feet, but he didn't care. Tell me to go, Mark. Really mean it this time. I should have. Slammed the door, called Cody down as witness. Instead, I closed it quietly, the click final as a vow. What are we doing? I whispered, backing against the counter. He closed the distance, hands framing my face, thumbs tracing my jaw. Falling, he said simply, and kissed me. It was fire, soft at first, tentative, then deepening with the pent-up storm of us. His lips tasted of rain and pie crust, body pressing close, solid and warm. My hands found his waist, pulling him nearer, the world narrowing to this, the scrape of his stubble, the hitch in his breath, the forbidden thrill coiling low. We broke apart gasping, foreheads touching. Cody, I murmured, guilt crashing in. I know, Jordan's voice was wrecked. But this is bigger than that. Isn't it? I didn't answer. Couldn't. Instead, I led him upstairs, past Cody's door, to the guest room where shadows hid our sins. We didn't sleep, explored instead, hands mapping uncharted territory, whispers turning to moans muffled in pillows. He was gentle, reverent, tracing the scars on my chest from a long-ago accident, calling me beautiful in the dark. And for the first time since Sarah, I felt seen not as the fixer, the father figure, but as a man, alive and wanting. Dawn crept in, gray and unforgiving. Jordan slipped out before Cody stirred, leaving a note on the nightstand. Thank you. For everything. I burned it in the sink, ashes swirling like my resolve. But secrets have a way of festering. A week later, Cody cornered me in the garage, tools clattering as he paced. Dad, what's going on with Jordan? He's been weird, ditching hangs, staring off like he's got ghosts. Nothing. Son. Lie number 2. Or was it 3? Cody's eyes narrowed, hurt flickering. Don't bullshit me. I saw him leave last night. Late. And you? You looked wrecked this morning. The air thickened, accusations unspoken. I set down the wrench, facing him, my boy. Sarah's boy, the heart of it all. It's complicated, I said finally. Grown-up stuff. He laughed. Bitter. Grown up? Like what? Dad? You're screwing around on Mom's memory? The slap of words stung worse than any betrayal. Cody. No. Just tell me it's not him. His voice broke, and mine with it. Silence stretched, damning. Then, quietly, it is. He stormed out, door slamming like that shower one. Rain followed, relentless. And in the empty garage, I sank to the stool, head in hands, wondering how one moment could shatter us all. Winter clamped down on Seattle like a vice, the sound churning gray under perpetual overcast skies. Christmas lights twinkled early in neighborhood windows, mocking the chill in our house. Cody hadn't spoken to me in days. Not a word, just slammed doors and headphones blasting at max volume. He'd taken to crashing at a dorm friend's place, his side of the kitchen table empty, a ghost of pie crust crumbs where Jordan's Thanksgiving contribution had sat. I threw myself into work, dawn to dusk at the shop, coaxing life into engines that at least didn't judge. But Jordan haunted the edges, texts lighting up my phone at odd hours. Miss you. Can we talk? I'd stare, thumb hovering, then delete. The pull was magnetic, dangerous, a riptide threatening to drag me under. One night, after a 12-hour shift, caved. Met him at a dive bar off Aurora Avenue, neon buzzing open in the mist. He was at a corner booth, nursing a IPA, looking smaller than I remembered, vulnerable in a way that twisted my gut. Hey, he said, standing as I slid in, our thighs brushing under the scarred table. Hey, I ordered a whiskey neat, the burn steadying me. The jukebox crooned some Springsteen ballad about highways and heartbreak, fitting as a bad joke. I'm sorry, he started, fingers drumming the label off his bottle. For pushing. For everything. Cody's my best friend, Mark. This could destroy him. Us. The word hung, fragile as frost. It already has, I admitted, voice rough. He knows. Thinks I'm betraying Sarah. Betraying him. Jordan winced, reaching across to squeeze my hand. Quick, hidden by the dim light. You're not. God, you're the best thing that's happened to either of us. Cody's just scared of losing more. I pulled back, the touch too much in public, too real. And what about you? This isn't some phase. Jordan, you're young, got the world ahead. I'm damaged goods. Stepdad with baggage heavier than a V8 block. He leaned in, eyes fierce. Bullshit. You're steady. Kind. The way you look at the world like it's worth fixing, even when it's broke. That's what I fell for. In the shower. Yeah. But before that too. Watching you with Cody, at barbecues, coaching his games back in the day. You think I didn't notice? Heat flushed my neck. Memory flooding, him at 18, cheering from the bleachers, all gangly limbs and bright eyes. I chalked it up to hero worship, kid stuff. Now, it reframed, charged, inevitable. We talked till last call, hours unraveling in confessions. He came out at 16, quiet family dinner turning ugly with his dad's homophobic rant. Moved in with an aunt, scraped through school on grit. Me, college flings buried under straight-laced normalcy. Marriage to Sarah a safe harbor that turned real love. She knew, I told him, tracing the condensation on my glass. About the bye part. Said it didn't change us. But after. I locked it away. Jordan's smile was soft. Said. Unlock it. With me. We left together. His truck idling in the lot. Rain sheeting the windshield. One kiss, deep, promising, then I drove home alone. The empty house echoing louder than ever. Cody returned Christmas Eve. Duffel slung over his shoulder. Face a mask. Truce, he muttered, dropping it by the stairs. Truce. I pulled him into a hug. Bone and boy. Smelling of dorm laundry and faint weed. We decorated the tree in silence. Ornaments from Sarah's collection glinting like memories. I love you, kid, I said, hanging her favorite, a silver star with scrawled, First Christmas, on the back. He nodded, throat working. I know. Just don't hurt him. Or me. Never you. Promise sealed. Fragile. Boxing Day. Jordan showed. Uninvited. Bearing gifts. A sketchbook for Cody. Leatherwork gloves for me. Supple and broken in. The air crackled. But Cody played host. Cracking beers and firing up the Xbox. We three. Under one roof. Pretending normalcy. Laughter came forced at first. Then genuine. Jordan's impressions of Aunt Rita sending Cody into hysterics. Me joining in. The knot in my chest loosening. Later, as snow dusted the evergreens, a rare Seattle white, Jordan and I shoveled the drive side by side. Flakes caught in his lashes, melting slow. This could work, he murmured, breath clouding. If we take it slow, I nodded, shovel biting earth. Slow as molasses, but fate's a cruel mechanic. New Year's Eve. House party at our place, Cody's idea. Fresh start vibes. The basement thrummed with bass. 20-somethings spilling beer and secrets. I stuck to the kitchen, playing bartender dad, watching Jordan from afar. He danced with a girl from Cody's class, loose-limbed and charming, but his eyes always found mine, anchors in the chaos. Midnight neared, countdown building. Cody, tipsy and bold, grabbed the mic for karaoke, belting Auld Lang Syne off-key. Laughter swelled. Then the ball dropped on TV, cheers erupting. Confetti rained. Bodies collided in hugs. I turned for a refill, and there was Jordan, slipping through the crowd, pulling me into the pantry shadows. Happy New Year, he breathed, lips crashing mine in the dark, hands fisting my shirt. Fireworks exploded outside, masking our gasps. It was reckless, perfect until the door yanked open. Cody stood there, silhouette framed by party lights, face crumpling from joy to horror. What the fuck? Time fractured. Jordan sprang back. Hands up. Cody, wait. No. My stepson's voice was ice. Shattering. You? With him. He jabbed a finger at me. Betrayal raw. My dad? After everything, Mom. This house. Us. The party noise faded to a dull roar. I stepped forward, placating. Son. Listen. Save it. He shoved past, shoulder clipping mine like a dodgeball from hell. Upstairs. Door slammed, final as judgment. Jordan followed, pleading. Bro. It's not like that. I love you, man. This doesn't change. Get out. Cody's roar echoed down. Both of you, traitors. I found Jordan on the porch later, snow-dusted and defeated, truck keys jingling. I should go. Yeah, but I caught his wrist, holding. We'll fix this. Somehow, he kissed my forehead, gentle. Call me when you do, then gone. Taillights fading into the whiteout. Inside, Cody barricaded in his room. I knocked till my knuckles bled metaphorically. Apologies through the wood. Dawn broke, party detritus crunching underfoot, and he emerged, eyes red-rimmed, voice hollow. Why him, Dad? Of all people, truth spilled, unvarnished. The shower, the bar, the falling. He's good, Cody. Real. And I need that too. He sank to the couch, head in hands. It hurts. Feels like you're choosing him over me. Over Mom. Never over you. I sat beside, arm tentative around shoulders. This family's still whole. Just expanding. We talked till noon. Raw and ragged. Grief for Sarah unearthed. Fears of abandonment laid bare. By afternoon, a truce. He'd meet Jordan. Neutral ground. Coffee. No bullshit. The cafe on Capitol Hill buzzed with hipsters and lattes. Rainbow flags fluttering in the breeze. A subtle nod to the neighborhood's pulse. Jordan arrived early, fidgeting with sugar packets. Me beside him like a shield. Cody walked in, hood up, scanning like a suspect. Awkward hellos, then orders. Silence chewed the air till Jordan broke it. I get it, man. Why you're pissed. I'd be too. But I swear this started after. With Mark. And it doesn't erase us. Cody stirred his black coffee, steam rising like doubts. You lied. Both of you. In my house. Guilt knifed me. We did. And I'm sorry. But hiding would have been worse. Eyes met, wary. Wang. Then Cody sighed, long and letting go. Fine. But if you fuck him over, Jordan, I'll bury you in the sound. Jordan's laugh was watery relief. Deal. Hugs followed. Stiff but mending. Progress. Fragile as fresh snow. Spring thawed the ice literally and not. Crocuses pushed through mulch in the yard. And so did we. Dates with Jordan. Hikes in Discovery Park. Where ferns whispered secrets and the bay sparkled. Dinners at hole-in-the-wall tie spots. Knees touching under tables. Nights tangled in my bed. Cody's gaming headphones a distant hum downstairs. Cody warmed slow. Movie nights resuming. The three of us shoulder to shoulder on the couch. Jordan's hand finding mine in the dark. But undercurrents simmered. One April evening. Post-dinner cleanup. Cody lingered. You look happy, Dad. Really happy. I am. Drying a plate. I smiled. Good. He paused. Then, just. Be careful. Jordan's got that wanderlust thing. Always talking about road trips. Cali dreams. Unease flickered. But I brushed it. He's here now. Summer bloomed. Relentless heat baking the pavement. Barbecues in the backyard. Jordan grilling burgers with flair. Cody manning the playlist. Indie rock anthems blasting. Idle. Almost. Until the call came. Jordan's aunt. Sick. Cancer. Stage 3. He flew to Portland overnight, leaving a void. Days stretched. Worry gnawing. Text sporadic. Holding up. Miss you. Then silence. A week in, Cody and I drove down. Unannounced. Solidarity. The aunt's bungalow smelled of antiseptic and lavender. Jordan hollow-eyed in the kitchen, stirring tea. Guys. His hug was fierce, breaking on my shoulder. We stayed. Rotating shifts, me cooking, Cody fetching meds. Nights 3 to a bed in the guest room. Whispers in the dark stitching us tighter. Back home, bonds deepened. But betrayal brewed, subtle as storm clouds. Late July, I found the email, open on Jordan's laptop, left charging in the den. Job offer, graphic designer in LA, fat salary, sun-soaked promise. Reply drafted, yes. Starting September. Heart plummeted. Lies again, after everything, confrontation hit that night. Post-beer on the porch. LA, I said, printout crumpled in fist. He deflated. Mark. It was a maybe. For the money. Stability. Bull. You planned this. While Auntie's dying. While we're building something. Hurt flashed. No, it's opportunity. We could go together, you, me, Cody even. Fresh start. Rage boiled. Dragging us? Like pawns. Voices rose. Porch light buzzing witness. Cody burst out. Pajamas askew. What's the yelling? Truth tumbled. The offer. The secrets. His face shock. Then fury. You were gonna bail? On us? Jordan pleaded. Tears streaking. I love you both. This isn't betrayal, it's growth. But Cody turned on me too. You knew? And said nothing? I just found out. Chaos reigned. Accusations flying. Old wounds ripped. Jordan grabbed keys, storming to his truck. Call when you're ready to trust. Tires squealed, leaving dust and devastation. August scorched Seattle. The usual drizzle traded for humidity that clung like regret. The house felt cavernous without Jordan's laughter echoing off the walls, his sneakers by the door a phantom mess. Cody retreated into silence again, sketching furiously in his room, dark abstracts of fractured gears and shadowed figures. Me, I worked doubles. The garages clang a bomb against the quiet accusations in my head. Betrayal festered, poison I couldn't sweat out. Why hadn't he told me? Was LA the real dream all along? Us just a scenic detour? Nights, I paced the kitchen, whiskey glass sweating rings on the counter, replaying our last words. Trust. The irony burned, after the shower surprise, after bearing souls. Here we were, walls higher than before. Cody broke first, mid-month. We were at the diner on Lake City Way, burgers half-eaten, when he set down his fork. We gotta talk about him. I nodded, wary. Yeah. He's an idiot, Cody said. No preamble. But I missed the dumbass. And you're a zombie. That. This is killing you. Laughter escaped. Bitter. Pot. Kettle. He shrugged. Curls falling. Touché. Look, maybe he fucked up, but so did we. Assuming, not asking. Sarah always said communication's the oil in the engine. Tears pricked, her voice in his, steadying. Wise woman. So. Call him. I did. That night. Voicemail, Jordan. It's me. Come home. We fix this together. Click. Sleepless wait. He showed 2 days later. Duffel slung. Eyes wary as a stray. Porch again, neutral ground. I turned it down, he said. No hello. Emailed yesterday. Stayed for Auntie's scans. But mostly for you. Us. Relief warred with doubt. Why not say pride? Fear you'd think I was running. He stepped closer. Hand out. I'm not. I took it, pulling him in, hug fierce. Bodies aligning like puzzle pieces. Don't scare me like that. Inside. Cody waited, arms crossed but softening. Welcome back, traitor. Punch to the shoulder. Light. Then beers cracked. Stories swapped. Auntie's feisty chemo quips. Garage drama. By midnight, the rift mended, tentative threads weaving stronger. Fall painted the cascades gold, mirroring our fragile peace. Dates evolved, Jordan and I stealing weekends, ferry to Bainbridge, hands laced on decks as Orcus breached distant. Cody tagged along sometimes, the three of us hiking Rattlesnake Ledge, sweat and summit views purging toxins. Humanistic threads wove in, volunteering at the local LGBTQ center. Jordan facilitating youth art groups. Cody designing flyers. Me wrenching on donated cars for queer teens learning independence. But conflict loomed. Insidious. Jordan's restlessness surfaced in small cracks. Late nights scrolling job boards. Sighs at dinner over what-ifs. Not LA, he'd insist. But eyes distant. Dreaming. Climax brewed in October. Harvest moon fat over the sound. Auntie's funeral, small. Portland backyard affair under autumn leaves. We drove down. A unit, me at wheel. Cody shotgun sketching. Jordan rear. Hand on my shoulder. Service was raw, eulogies cracking. Soil soft on her casket. Jordan shattered after. Collapsing in the gravel drive. Sobs wrenching. She was all I had, he gasped. Me holding him as Cody fetched water. Drive home was hushed. Grief a passenger. That night, storm raging, Jordan came to my room, not for comfort, but fury. I can't do this, he whispered, pacing. The job. I need it. Not for money, for me. To prove I'm more than the kid who got kicked out. Betrayal redux. Sharper. Now, after the funeral, after promising, Cody, hearing voices, appeared in the doorway ghostly in PJs. What now? Jordan spilled, reconsidering LA. Solo. It's not leaving you. It's breathing. Cody's laugh was hollow. Bullshit. You're bailing when shit gets real. Words escalated. Accusations of selfishness. Abandonment. I stood frozen. Heart fracturing. Choose, I said finally. Voice steel. Us or the dream. He stopped. Eyes wild. Can't it be both? No. Maybe. But truth in the moment. Silence deafened. Then he grabbed his keys. I need air. Door slammed. Truck roaring into the gale. Hours ticked. Worry gnawing. Midnight. Cody and I scoured bars. Phone dead. Dawn broke. No sign. Then the call. State Patrol. Clipped voice. Crash on I-5. Hydroplaning in the downpour. Jordan. Ejected. Critical at Harborview. World tilted. Hospital blurred. Sterile halls. Beeps sinking my pulse. He lay tubed and bruised. Monitors whispering life. Concussion. Fractures. Internal bleeding, Doc said. Stable. But touch and go. Cody collapsed in waiting room, me stone-faced beside. Hours blurred. Coffee dregs. Sarah's rosary beads twisted in my fist from the glove box. When Jordan woke, groggy, first words, sorry. Shoo. I stroked his hand. Foretaped. Rest. Cody hovered, tears tracking. Don't you dare die on us. Asshole. Weak grin. Wouldn't dream. Recovery was hell, weeks of PT. Jordan hobbling on crutches. Us tag-teaming care. Gratitude deepened bonds. But scars lingered. One rainy afternoon, him in my lap on the couch. Cody out running errands. Truth surfaced. I called LA, he murmured. Told them no. For good. Relief flooded. But I probed. Sure. Yeah. Kiss soft. Home's here. With my family. Winter solstice brought healing. Holiday lights strung. Tree trimmed with new ornaments. A wrench for me. Paintbrush for Jordan. Star for Cody. Aunt Rita visited. Toasting to mended hearts. Laughter returned. Genuine. But humanism whispered deeper. Therapy sessions. The three of us unpacking layers. Sarah's ghost. Jordan's exile fears. My armored heart. We're human, therapist said. Glasses glinting. Flawed. But worthy. Spring 2026 bloomed tentative. Jordan's art show at the center. Canvases of showers steaming with possibility. Roads diverging then converging. Cody's designs framed beside. Me proudly awkward in khakis. Opening night. Crowd buzzing. He pulled us aside. This is us, he said, gesturing abstracts. Broken. Beautiful. Kisses stolen in alcoves. Cody rolling eyes but smiling. Life. Messy and full. Yet climax's echo lingered. Summer heat wave. July barbecue, old crew plus new faces from the center. Laughter flowed. But Jordan pulled me to the garden. Face serious. Got something. Envelope. Crisp. Acceptance letter. UW art program. Local. Grad level. No leaving, he grinned. Building here. Pride swelled. Hug crushing. Knew you would. Cody. Eavesdropping. Joined, group embrace under string lights. Sap Central, he teased. But betrayal's ghost stirred once more. Final twist. Late August. Package arrived. LA firm's consolation gift. Fancy sketchpad with note. Doors always open. Jordan tossed it unopened. But doubt flickered. Did I see it? No confrontation. Trust. Earned in crashes and confessions. Held. Instead, we burned it in the fire pit that night. Flames dancing like release. To staying, Jordan toasted. Arms around us. Autumn winds stripped leaves from the maples, scattering them like confetti from a party long over. Seattle settled into its rhythm. Pumpkin spice infiltrating every cafe. Fog rolling off the water like a lover's breath. Jordan dove into classes. Sketchpad under arm. Emerging with charcoal-smeared cheeks and stories of eccentric profs. Cody landed a freelance gig. Pixels birthing logos for queer nonprofits. His room a war zone of monitors and takeout boxes. Me, the garage hummed steady. But evenings now held new warmth. Dinners where Jordan's foot nudged mine under the table. Cody's eye rolls affectionate camouflage. Romance deepened. Layered as Puget Sound. Mornings. Jordan in my kitchen. Brewing coffee strong as his gaze. Stealing kisses over the sink while Cody groaned from upstairs. Get a room. Old man. But he'd linger, pouring his own mug. The three of us orbiting like a small solar system, gravity-defying odds. Yet emotions' underbelly stirred. One crisp October eve, post-midterms, Jordan crashed hard, portfolio critiques bruising ego. Curled on the couch, head in my lap, he vented. They said my work's sentimental, like feelings a flaw. I threaded fingers through his hair, damp from shower. It's your strength. Raw. Real. Like that first night. He tilted up, eyes vulnerable. The shower? God. That was terror and truth. Laughter bubbled, easing. Best surprise ever. Cody wandered in, hoodie zipped, sensing mood. Spill. What's eating you? Picasso. Jordan sat, spilling critiques. Cody listened. Then, fuck 'em. Your stuff hits gut level. Remember that piece of the crash? Wreckage blooming flowers? That's hope. Man. Jordan's grin broke. Grateful. Thanks. Bro. Hug followed. Brotherly. Human moments. Ditching. Thanksgiving loomed. Loaded with memory. We hosted small. Aunt Rita. Sent her friends. No dry turkey drama. Jordan brined the bird. Cody mashed potatoes with flair. Me on pies from a YouTube fail turned triumph. Table grace. Sarah invoked. Her chair empty but spirit full. Toasts circled. Rita to resilience. Cody to found family. Jordan's voice catching on anchors in the storm. Post-feast. Walks in Green Lake. Leaves crunching underfoot. Jordan and I lagged. Hands brushing. Love this, he murmured. Us. All of it. Me too. Kiss hidden in willows. Sweet as cider. But conflict simmered external now, world's indifference. December. Jordan's prof outed as bigot. Slurs in feedback emails leaked. Campus erupted. Protests. Petitions. Jordan at forefront. Megaphone shaking. Arts for everyone, he rallied. Voice fierce. No room for hate. Cody designed banners, rainbow fists shattering chains. I chauffeured. Sign waving on brakes. Pride swelling at his fire. Media sniffed. Local news feature. Young artist fights back. Overnight. Jordan's inbox flooded. Support. Gigs. But trolls too. Venomous. One night. Post-rally high. He paced the living room. Phone clutched. They doxed me. Dad's old crew. Stirring shit. Rage ignited. Bastards. I grabbed keys. Wheel. No. He stopped me. Calm amid storm. Fight smart. With art. Next week. Exhibit. Shades of us. Canvases raging against erasure. Showers symbolizing vulnerability. Roads to homecoming. Opening packed. Donors pledging. Bigot prof suspended. Victory tasted like champagne. Jordan's speech poetic. We're not broken. We're the glue. After. Hotel suite. Splurge. Cody crashing at Rita's. Sheets tangled. Bodies mapping joy. You're my revolution, I whispered. Tracing his tattoo. A compass rose over ribs. And you're my north, he replied. Sealing with lips. New Year dawned optimistic, but betrayal's shadow lengthened. January thaw brought revelations. Cody's ex from dorm days resurfaced, texting apologies laced with manipulation. He wants back in, Cody confessed over breakfast. Face stormy. Says he gets it now, the gay thing. Jordan snorted. Toxic much? I nodded. Your call. But trust gut. Cody blocked. But doubt lingered, self-worth chipped. Group hike to heal, mailbox peak. Trail mudslick. Views earning sweat. Summit. Sandwiches shared. Cody exhaled. Thanks for having my back. Always. Family, Jordan echoed. Arms slung. Spring equinox. Romance peaked, Jordan's thesis show. Gallery in Pioneer Square. Suits donned. Me awkward in tie. Cody snapping pics. Pieces stunned. Us abstracted, shower steam veiling faces. Hands emergent. Crash wreckage rebirth in color. Triad silhouettes against sound sunset. Reviews raved. Intimate. Unflinching portrait of queer kinship. Sales funded a road trip, California. No LA ghosts. Just Big Sur cliffs and Monterey bays. 3 of us. Tent camping. Fireside stories under stars. Skinny dips in coves. Jordan's laugh echoing waves. Cody's sketches capturing light. My heart, full. Back home, harmony hummed. But climax crested subtle. Aunt Rita's will reading, Portland trip. Inheritance modest, house to Jordan. Savings split. But letter, live bold. Nephew. Love fierce. For me, tears in the lawyer's office. Then drive home charged. What now? Jordan asked. Hand on gear shift. Build, I said. Cody from back. Like, actual build? House Reno. Laughter. Yes. Summer project. Backyard studio for Jordan's art. Cody's input on design. My hammering skills. Sweat and sawdust bonded. Conflicts minor. Paint spatters. Blueprint squabbles resolved in beer and barbecues. Fall again. Leaves turning. Jordan's graduation. Caps airborne. Diploma gripped. Reception at home. Crowd spilling. Toasts flowed. Profs praising. Friends cheering. Cody's speech slayed. From shower crashes to this, Jordan, you're chaos and calm. Dad, you're the rock. Love you weirdos. Tears. Hugs. Later. Balcony. Jordan and I swaying to faint music. Everything changed that moment, he murmured. For the better. Damn right. Kiss deep. Future tasted. Yet humanism deep in shadows. Winter solstice. Center holiday drive. Gifts for homeless youth. Stories shared in circles. One kid. 16. Eyes haunted. Kicked out. Like you. Nodding Jordan. He knelt. Voice steady. Been there. But look. Family found me. Gesture to us. Waiting. Kid smile. Tentative. Impact rippled. Personal storm brewed January. Garage audit. Books cooked by old partner. Embezzlement exposed. Feds circled. Stress mounting. Jordan held night watches. Sketches therapeutic. Cody crunched numbers. Alibi solid. Cleared. But toll taken, sleepless. Snappish. One blizzard night. Power out. Candles flickering. We're unbreakable, Jordan whispered. Fort building with blankets. Cody joined. Marshmallows roasted on sterno. Yeah. Team fuck-ups united. Laughter thawed. Spring 2027. Renewal. Jordan's first solo show. National buzz. Cody's portfolio landed agency gig. Local. Me, promoted to manager. Steady. Romance evolved, vows unspoken. Rings considered. Picnic in discovery. Blanket spread. Jordan on one knee. Not proposal. Promise. To keep choosing us. Tears. Yes. Cody. Spying. About time. Sappy. Summer wedding small. Beachside. Elky. Vows exchanged. Waves witness. Cody best man. Speech gold. From betrayal to this love wins. Messy as hell. Dance under stars. Triad sway. Human. Whole. The years blurred like rain on a windshield. Seasons cycling in Seattle's eternal gray-to-green rhythm. By 2030, the house had transformed. Jordan's studio an extension off the kitchen. Walls alive with half-finished canvases. Cody's office nook upstairs. Screens humming with client calls. My garage bay in the back. Tools gleaming under LED strips. We'd poured sweat and stories into those walls, turning a split-level survivor into a haven. Scars visible but honored, like the vein of quartz in the countertop from a dropped hammer. Jordan's career ascended steady. Galleries in Portland, whispers of NYC scouts, but roots dug deep. His work evolved. Series on inherited longings. Portraits blending Sarah's smile into abstract waves. Cody's intensity in fractured light. My steadiness in rusted iron forms. Critics called it tender ferocity, sold to collectors who saw their own aches reflected. Me, I managed the shop, mentored apprentices, queer kids learning wrenches as therapy, turning grease into grit. Cody thrived. Agency rising star. Designs gracing billboards for pride campaigns. Relationships flickered. A barista with tattoos. A coder with wanderlust, but none stuck. His heart guarded. Selective. Waiting for real, he'd say, echoing our early days. Our triad pulsed vital. Sunday brunches with migas and mimosas. Jordan's spicy flair. Game nights where I'd crush Cody at Mario Kart. Jordan's trash talk lethal. Quiet eves on the porch. Swing creaking. Hands linked as fairies horned distant. Romance with Jordan deepened to marrow. Mornings tangled. His head on my chest. Heartbeat Morse code of mine. Anniversaries marked with tattoos. His compass gaining a latitude line for our wedding beach. Arguments rare. Resolved in walks. Where vulnerability was verb, not noun. But life, humanistic to core, dealt blows. 2032. Cody's diagnosis, testicular cancer, caught early via routine check. Shock rippled. Hospital smells triggering Sarah flashbacks. Jordan's sketches turning skeletal. My nights pacing. Fists clenched against helplessness. Chemo suite became ritual. Cody bald and brave. Cracking jokes over ginger ale. Jordan reading fanfic aloud. Voices silly. Me smuggling burgers. Grease a rebellion. Remission came spring. Buzzcut regrowing like hope. Dodged the big C, he quipped, but eyes held shadows. After Bond's ironclad. Cody's ink. A phoenix on his calf. Jordan's design. Rise and shit, he toasted. Jordan's turn next. Gallstones. Surgery minor but metaphor heavy. Can't keep anything down, he joked post-op. But vulnerability cracked. Scared I'll break us. Never. Bedside vigil. My hand in his. Cody smuggling jello. Recovery walks slow. Studio dusty. But return fiercer, new series. Vulnerable machines. Engines pulsing hearts. My crisis 2035. Heart scare. Arrhythmia from stress. Our fluorescent hell. Paddles cold. Woke to them. Jordan tear-streaked. Cody gripping rails. Don't pull that Widowmaker crap, Cody growled, voice wobbling. Meds, monitors, lifestyle pivot. They mother-henned. Jordan's green smoothies. Cody's app reminders. Gratitude swelled. Love as lifeline. External conflicts wove in. 2036. Center funding slashed. Backlash to woke arts. Protests reignited. Jordan rallying. Creativity's not luxury. It's survival. Cody's campaigns viral. Me donating shop space for workshops. Victory partial grants restored. Community fortified. Personal betrayal ghosted once more. Old garage partner. Out of prison. Sniffing for weakness. Letters lace threats. Dredging embezzlement mud. Paranoia spiked. Jordan's sleep fractured. Cody's designs weaponized in countersuits. Court dragged. But justice landed, restraining order. Closure. Through. Therapy anchored. Group sessions unpacking cycles. Abandonment. Trust fractures. We're not victims, Jordan said once. Circle candlelit. We're architects. Humanism bloomed fullest in giving. Annual shower moments retreat. Youth camps in the Olympics. Art and stories shared. Kids arrived guarded. Left glowing. One. Echo of young Jordan. Hugged fierce. You made space for me. Legacy threaded. 2040. Cody's book. Pixels of Kinship. Graphic memoir of us. Bestseller in niche circles. Forward Jordan's poetry. Afterward mine. Love's the ultimate rebuild. Jordan's TEDx. The art of staying. Shower hook riveting. Crash pivot. Triad triumph. Standing ovation. Us backstage. Tears mingling. My 60th. Quiet affair. Backyard. Fairy lights. Rita's heirloom cake. Toasts layered. Cody's to the dad who fixed more than cars. Jordan's to the man who opened doors. Vows renewed. Rings polished. Dance slow under lanterns. Aging crept. Jordan's hands arthritic. Brush stubborn. Cody's glasses thickening. Screens blurring. My knees protesting hikes. But adaptations. Voice-to-sketch apps. Audiobooks. Golf carts on trails. Laughter adapted to mocking creeks. Celebrating sunsets from Adirondacks. Climax revisited. Gentle. 2045. Jordan's retrospective. Mocha Seattle. Gallery hummed. Pieces chronological from shower steam to sunset triads. Opening speech. Voice steady. This is a love letter. To them. Gesture to us. Front row. Hands clasped. Crowd hushed. Then thunderous. After party. Champagne fizzing like youth. Balcony later. City lights sprawling. Everything changed, Jordan murmured. Gray-streaked head on my shoulder. For the light, I replied. Cody joining. Arm around. All of it. Betrayal's echo? Faded to lessen. Trust as muscle. Flex daily. Human end. No tidy bow. But tapestry rich, flaws woven gold. Winter 2050. Snow rare and soft. Hearth fire crackles. Jordan sketching Cody's profile. Me whittling a bird from driftwood. Stories circle. The shower. The crash. The vows. Laughter weaves. Grief honored in pauses. Best plot twist, Cody says. Ice crinkling. Jordan nods. Ours. And in that moment, echo of the first, everything, still changing, beautifully.